What do you do when your partner accuses you of changing and not being yourself? And how do you handle it when you find out you've been the side chick for over 6 months? Welcome to Ask Mark. I'm here again from beautiful Hong Kong. There may be a little bit of construction noise in the background, so I apologize for that. We've got some great questions today though, so let's get straight into them. Don't forget to join the Facebook group. If you haven't already, Facebook group, me, my master coaches are in there, link in the description, and the Academy is now live. Heaps and heaps of content in there, only for the Academy. I would love for you to check it out. Let's get into today's questions. Couple of doozies here. The first one is from Sunshine. Dear Sunshine, who says, Mark, Jerima, what if I changed during the course of the relationship? And he said time and time again that I'm not being myself. In this particular case, I choose him back if he loves me too, but how should I get him back by being myself? Well, here's the thing, Sunshine, dear Sunshine. You have changed. Everyone's changed. We all change in relationships. We all change out of relationships. Change is constant, and this is the problem with sticking by too rigid a definition of yourself, is you prevent change, you prevent natural growth. So here's the question I'd pose to you. Knowing that you've changed anyway, is it change you like, or is it change you don't? Because the answer to that will determine the rest of this question. See, as I say, you're going to change regardless. In the same way, you're going to have problems regardless. There will always be problems in your life. The thing is, are you going to take the problems that you choose, or are you going to take the problems handed to you? Example, are you going to choose the problem of waking up and having to go to the gym, or are you going to get the problems handed to you that come with an unhealthy lifestyle? Problems either way, you can't avoid them. What you want to do if you're working on yourself and self-development is pick the problems that you like. In the same way, you want to pick the change that you like. So Sunshine, my question to you is this: do you like the way you've changed? Do you like how you've changed in the relationship? Have you changed for the better? If your answer is yes, then you need to own that. You need to say to him, hey, look, I have changed, but I love the way I'm changing. If that's not for you, if this is me, this is the new me, I'm growing. If that's not for you, then this is a you issue. You've got to decide if you want to be with me as I change, just as I've got to decide if I want to be with you as you change. Gauge his answer. If you like your change, that's all you got to do. If you feel like you've changed in ways that don't help you though, if you feel like you've changed for the worse, if you feel like he might actually be onto something, then I'd be asking myself, well, how have I changed? What have I stopped doing? What fears have I let get in my way? If you don't like the way you've changed, ask your partner, how do you think I've changed? What difference have you noticed? Take his feedback on board, process it yourself, think about the fears that could be causing that, and then it's time to get completely back on the horse with or without your partner's help and create positive change that you choose in your life. So main points, there will always be change. You've just got to choose the type of change that you like, and if you choose that change, your partner then has to decide if he's there along the journey with you, or whether you guys do end up growing in separate directions. Good question. Next question is from Rachel. Hi Mark. So I found out this week that I was the side chick and have been played. Was seeing the guy for 6 months and he was in a relationship the whole time. He doesn't know that I know yet. What is the best way to react in this situation? This really sucks, Rachel. This really sucks, and I'm so sorry to hear what's happened. I'm going to ask you a question now that I ask a lot of my clients in these difficult spots. Because by the way, there's a part of me, I'm sure there's a part of you, there's a part of you watching that just wants to recommend to her all the ego-driven stuff. Like, fuck that guy, scratch his car, slash his tires, like, get back at him. All the BS stuff that our mind comes up with, right? But I'm going to ask you again something that I always ask my clients, which is, what would the best you do? You're not going to do any of the revenge stuff, because that's not the best you. That's acting out of hurt, that's acting out of ego, that's not acting out of what the highest value you would do. So here's what I do in this situation, Rachel. I would decide if you're the type that would rather live and let live and let the other woman live in ignorance and you just want to take care of you, or whether you're the type where you say, if I was her, I would want to know, and she deserves to know too. This is a personal decision. I very much lean towards letting her know, but I can't tell you what the best you would do. Only you can decide that. Here's what I'd say. If you don't want her to know, I would literally go to him. I'd literally say, hey, I know what's going on. I'm getting my things. That's it. We're done. You'll never hear from me in your life again. You're taking the amazing value you bring and taking it away. That should be the biggest punishment there is for him. If you are the type that wants her to know, as long as it can be done safely, I'd do the same thing, but I'd say, I'm gonna let your partner know if you don't tell her. I wanna give you the opportunity to do it first. I think that's certainly what the best me would do in that situation. I think that's, for you, likely what the best you would do. But again, this comes down to you and your values. I would be thinking, what does the best me do here? And then acting on that. As much as you wanna bite out of ego, as much as I wanna frickin' this guy, that's not what the best us would do. So act in accordance with that best self and you'll have your answer. Good question though. Hey, this last one's a bit of a read, but Sophie's worth it. So listen to Sophie's question. She's only 15, she messaged me on the Facebook, join the group. Hey Mark, I'm a 15-year-old needing some advice. I love it when young people, just a side note, message. I think it just has the most beautiful, we get these messages of self-esteem, growth, authenticity out to the youngest generation. What an amazing future we create, right? She says, needing some advice. I've been watching your YouTube channel lately and I'm still confused about love. I have a thing with someone lately. I first met him with my mate Emma. That night I kissed him and all that, and then my mate says he's hot and I said, you're not going there. She starts talking to him, sending him X's and stuff. He's sending them back. But she told me about it and she met up with him one night without me and she said he tried getting with her but never asked him about it and I don't know what to do. I stayed with him the other night and he was so sweet to me, but sometimes he looks at Emma and all that and he was cuddling me and kept touching her nose and then her boob and then he was like, sorry, I don't know. And then we did stuff and he said he was happy that he saw me, but when we left he sent her a snap saying nothing, but I got worried because now he's hardly sending me X's. I'm worried because me and Emma don't live in the same area, so I'm always worried that they're gonna meet up. And tonight I was like to Emma, I think I'm in love with him, and she was like, no you're not, and now she is hardly replying to me. I'm not sure if he's gonna use me or if he got kind of pissed at me because he said I blue-balled him twice and he's older than me, forgot to say, but because of that I'm scared I ruined everything. I'm just not sure what to do. Okay. Whew. Let's back this up a minute. There's a few very short, very important things I have to say here. Number one, do not ever feel guilty about blue-balling someone. Now, if you're working him up just for the purpose of blue-balling him, okay, stop doing that. That's not very nice and you could get yourself into a dangerous situation. But if that wasn't your intent and then you didn't feel comfortable, you have every right in the world to say no. Do not feel guilty about that. If you lose him because of that, good riddance. Number two, you said, I think I'm in love with him. Sophie, I think that's a beautiful sentiment, but I would really encourage you to save that word for men who have truly earned it. Okay, just save that word, value it. You can feel strongly, but save that word for men who have put a lot of effort into you, truly earned it. Okay, and 3 and 4 are a combo point here, because I'm not a fan, like touching the boob and nose when he's with you, and I'm not even a fan of, what's she doing? Okay, 2 very simple sentiments here. If you can't trust your friend around your man, then you have a shit friend. If you can't trust your man around your friend, then you have a shit man. Here you have both. I'm sure you know the rest. That is Ask Mark for this week. Thank you for your questions. Hey, leave yours in the space below. Comments, thoughts, questions. I want to hear them. Give the video a thumbs up. Hit the big red subscribe button with the little bell. And don't forget, join the Facebook group, absolutely free to do so. And the Academy, my self-improvement, self-development master academy for women is now open. So make sure you check that out as well. Thank you so much for watching and I will see you in Ask Mark next week.